All right, let's take a journey to a place that's just wild. We're talking about Yala, a massive wilderness in Sri Lanka, where ancient forests literally meet the ocean. It's known as one of Asia's most biodiverse hotspots. And today, we're going to dive in and find out exactly why.
I mean, that quote really says it all, doesn't it? An experience of epic proportions. And that's exactly what Yala is. This incredible national park, sprawling across Sri Lanka's coast, is this raw, untamed mix of sheer survival and breathtaking beauty. So let's get right into it and see what makes this sanctuary tick.
Okay, so in Yala, there's a king, one predator that rules this entire kingdom. We're talking about a master of stealth, a creature of just raw, incredible power, the true apex predator of this island. And here it is, Panthera pardus kotiya. Now this isn't just any leopard you'd see in a zoo. Oh no, this is a subspecies you can only find in Sri Lanka. It's the top of the food chain. And get this is the crazy part. Yala has the highest concentration of these amazing cats anywhere on the entire planet. Just think about that. They're often called the Cleopatra of Yala, and for good reason. They're elusive, powerful, and absolutely the stars of the show. But here's what's so fascinating from an evolutionary standpoint. Because there are no lions or tigers here to compete with them, these leopards have actually evolved to become the largest in the world. I mean, they are the undisputed rulers of this domain. But as incredible as the leopard is, it doesn't get this spotlight all to itself, not by a long shot. Yala is also home to the island's gentle giants. And these are animals that have literally shaped not just the land, but the entire culture here for millennia. You know, the Asian elephant holds such a central place in Sri Lankan culture. And this isn't some new thing. You can see it right here in this ancient temple art. This connection goes back for ages. The elephant symbolizes strength, intelligence, prosperity. It's woven right into the very fabric of the nation's history. And these animals are so much more than just big. They're like architects of the landscape. Their family groups are incredibly tight-knit, and they're always led by a matriarch, the oldest, wisest female. Her memory is literally the key to the herd's survival, guiding them to food and water year after year. It just shows you how deeply intelligent and emotionally complex they really are. So we've got the leopards and the elephants, but Yala's magic extends way beyond its most famous residents. I mean, the whole park is just buzzing with life, everywhere you look. And that's especially true when you look up at the sky or out over the wetlands. 215. Just let that number sink in for a second. That's the number of different bird species that have been recorded in Yala. It's no wonder they call it one of Sri Lanka's most important bird areas. It's a true paradise for bird lovers and a critical pit stop for migratory birds on their incredible journeys. And the sheer variety is just stunning. You've got everything, from the spectacular Indian peafowl showing off its feathers, to the patient, skilled painted stork hunting in the shallows, and then you look up and see a crested serpent eagle soaring overhead. The whole place is just a symphony of color, life, and sound. But there's another side to this story. This incredible paradise is also incredibly fragile. There's a shadow creeping in from the outside world, and it's putting Yala's most iconic animals directly in harm's way. Really, the single biggest threat here is the growing conflict between humans and wildlife. As towns and farms expand, the animals' habitats just keep shrinking. This forces them into closer and closer contact with people. And the result? Well, it's tragic. As you can see from this trend, the number of elephant deaths has been climbing, and it's a heartbreaking problem. And it's so important to remember that these aren't just numbers on a chart. Each one represents an individual animal, like Raja here, caught in the crossfire. The survival of every single creature in Yala, big and small, really depends on us finding a delicate balance, a way for their world and our world to coexist. Which brings us to this big, complicated question. Tourism brings so much wonder, and it allows people to see this incredible place. But it also brings huge challenges. Every single Jeep that drives through these gates is a reminder of the central question we all have to face. How do we protect a paradise that everyone wants to see? How do we make sure we don't end up loving it to death?